Why Bloody Mary's sinister secret still terrifies people today. The bathroom was dim, lit only by the sickly green glow of a dying nightlight plugged into the wall. The mirror over the sink stood tall, its surface smeared with faint fingerprints and water stains. 3 teenage girls, their giggles nervous and thin, huddled together in front of it. "Come on, Mia, it's just a dumb game," Rachel said, trying to sound braver than she felt. "It's not a game," Mia hissed, her voice trembling despite her effort to keep it steady. She clutched the candle tighter, the flickering flame casting shadows that danced across her sharp features. "Don't be a wimp," Alex chimed in, crossing her arms. "We'll say her name, nothing will happen, and then we can all laugh about it. Easy." Mia glanced back at the bathroom door. The others had insisted on locking it. Her heart thudded painfully against her ribs. This wasn't the first time she'd heard about Bloody Mary. It wasn't even her first time playing the game. But something about tonight felt wrong. "Fine," she muttered, her resolve crumbling under their combined stares. "But if anything happens..." "It won't," Alex interrupted, rolling her eyes. Rachel bit her lip, reaching for Mia's free hand. "Okay, on 3. We say it together." The room felt colder, heavier, as if the air itself was pressing down on them. 1, Rachel started, her voice barely above a whisper. 2, Alex followed, smirking, though her confidence wavered. 3, Mia finished it. "Bloody Mary." The word felt like a slap against the suffocating silence. "Bloody Mary!" Mia's pulse pounded in her ears, each syllable more jagged than the last. "Bloody Mary!" The candle flickered violently, its flame threatening to go out. They stared into the mirror, the reflections looking back at them, wide-eyed and pale. For a moment, nothing happened. The tension in the room threatened to snap, and Alex opened her mouth to laugh. Then, the light bulb overhead exploded. Glass shards rained down, and the room plunged into darkness, save for the fragile glow of the candle. Rachel screamed, clutching at Mia. "Shit! What the fuck was that?" Alex barked, her bravado completely gone. "Shut up!" Mia hissed, her eyes darting back to the mirror. She didn't want to look, but something compelled her, an icy dread that clawed at her gut. The reflections were wrong. Their faces were still there, but something else lingered just behind them. A shadow tall and spindly with eyes like empty pits. It was grinning. "What the hell is that?" Rachel shrieked, stepping back, her arm yanking Mia with her. The shadow moved. Slowly, deliberately, it reached out toward the girls' reflections. The air grew colder still, their breath fogging the glass. "I told you!" Mia screamed, dropping the candle in her panic. Darkness swallowed the room. The sound of wet, deliberate footsteps echoed behind them. "No," Alex whispered, spinning toward the door. She clawed at the handle, but it wouldn't budge. Fuck, it's locked. A low, guttural laugh filled the bathroom, reverberating off the walls. The girls froze. It wasn't coming from any of them. The mirror suddenly erupted with a deafening crack, shards flying outward. Rachel screamed as a sliver of glass grazed her cheek, drawing a thin line of blood. But it wasn't the broken mirror that paralyzed her. It was the thing emerging from it. A woman, gaunt and horrific, crawled through the shattered frame. Her hair hung in matted clumps, her eyes black holes that seemed to drink the light. Her lips curled into a grotesque smile, revealing jagged, blood-stained teeth. Her hands, long clawed and dripping with something dark, reached forward. "You called me," she rasped, her voice like nails scraping metal. Mia stumbled backward, her foot slipping on the wet tile. "It's not real," she stammered. "It's not fucking real." The woman's grin widened as she dragged herself closer. "Oh, it's real, darling. And now, so are you, huh?" Rachel bolted for the door, slamming her fists against it. "Help us! Someone, please!" Her screams turned to sobs as the woman's clawed hand wrapped around her ankle, yanking her backward. "No!" Mia lunged forward, grabbing Rachel's hands, but the strength pulling her away was impossible to fight. Rachel's scream dissolved into choking gurgles as the woman dragged her into the shards of the mirror. The surface rippled like water, and then it was still. Silent. The bathroom reeked of copper and something rotting. Blood smeared the floor where Rachel had been. "Fuck this!" Alex spat, her hands trembling as she fumbled with her phone. "I'm calling..." The screen flickered, then died. A garbled voice, faint but chilling, came from the speaker. "Stay." The phone screen flashed back on, but instead of her home screen, it showed the bathroom. Except in the reflection, they were alone. "Where's Rachel?" Mia demanded, shaking Alex. "Oh, B-U-I, Alex." "I don't..." Alex froze. Something was moving in the corner of the room, just beyond the edge of the candlelight. The woman stepped closer, her eyes fixed on Mia now. "You wanted to see me?" she hissed, her voice dripping with mockery. "Do you like what you see?" Mia stumbled back. "We didn't mean..." "Didn't mean what? To summon me? To fucking disturb me?" The woman's tone turned venomous, her smile gone. "Do you think I came here for fun?" Alex bolted, slamming herself against the door again and again until the lock finally gave. The door swung open and she ran. "Alex, wait!" Mia cried, but the hallway beyond was already empty. She turned back to the bathroom, the woman now inches from her. The stench was unbearable, her breath hot and rancid against Mia's face. "Do you know why they call me Bloody Mary?" the woman whispered. Mia shook her head, tears streaming too. The woman leaned in, her cracked lips brushing against Mia's ear. "Because I bleed, and I make sure you do, too." Hours later, Alex's parents found her curled in a corner of her room, rocking back and forth, muttering the same thing over and over. "Don't look in the mirror, don't look in the mirror." Mia was never seen again. And the bathroom? It stayed locked. The faint sound of laughter still echoed from inside some nights, followed by a single, whispered name. The small, cluttered bedroom reeked of incense, cheap perfume, and a hint of stale energy drinks. The three girls sat cross-legged on the bed, surrounded by flickering candles they'd stolen from Alex's mom's kitchen drawer. The flames cast dancing shadows on their faces, illuminating the nervous excitement in their eyes. Rachel leaned forward, her long dark hair spilling over her shoulder as she smirked at Mia. "Okay, so who's going first?" Mia's lips twitched in irritation. "First for what? We're all saying it together." "Don't be such a chicken," Alex said, tossing a throw pillow at her. Alex was the loud one, always the instigator. Tonight was no different. Her short blonde hair framed her mischievous grin, and her phone dangled loosely in her hand, already recording. Mia caught the pillow, clutching it against her chest. "I'm not a chicken. I just don't think this is a good idea." "Bloody Mary isn't real," Alex said with a roll of her eyes. "She's just an urban legend to scare little kids. Come on, it's tradition. You said you'd do it." Rachel nudged Mia with her elbow, a teasing grin tugging at her lips. "Yeah, you can't back out now. We've been planning this for weeks." Weeks. Weeks of Alex pestering them to do something cool for Halloween. Weeks of Mia brushing off the unease creeping up her spine every time she thought about it. Now here they were, about to summon a ghost in Rachel's parents' bathroom because apparently that's what bored teenagers did. Mia sighed, setting the pillow out. "Fine, let's just get it over with." The girls piled it into the cramped bathroom, giggling nervously. Rachel shut the door behind them, twisting the lock. The click of the lock sent a chill down Mia's spine, but she shook it off, blaming her nerves. The mirror above the sink was old and slightly warped, its edges flecked with spots where the silver backing had worn away. The faint, distorted reflections of the girls stared back at them, flickering in the candlelight. Alex lit another candle, holding it up dramatically. "Okay, so the rules are simple. We light the candles, say her name 3 times, and look into the mirror. Easy." Mia folded her arms. "And then what?" "Then we laugh at how dumb we are," Alex said with a grin. Rachel snorted. "Or we all get murdered by a vengeful ghost. Either way, it'll be a great story." "Not funny," Mia muttered. But she couldn't stop her eyes from darting to the mirror, half expecting something to leap out at her before they even started. They arranged the candles on the sink, their flames casting eerie, uneven light across the bathroom. The air felt heavier now, thick with anticipation. "All right," Alex said, stepping back to join the others. On the count of 3, ready? No, Mia said, but her voice was drowned out by Rachel's enthusiastic, "Let's do this!" 1, Alex began, her voice low and dramatic. 2, Rachel followed, her smirk faltering just slightly, or she cute slightly. 3, Mia whispered reluctantly, her stomach twisting into knots. Bloody Mary! The word hung in the air like an echo, weightier than it had any right to be. Bloody Mary! The candles flickered, their flames dimming for just a moment. Bloody Mary! Silence. The kind of silence that pressed against their ears and made their skin crawl. Rachel broke the tension with a nervous laugh. See, told you, nothing. The bathroom light flickered violently before shattering altogether, plunging them into darkness. Holy shit! Alex yelped, nearly dropping her candle. Calm down. Rachel snapped, though her voice was shaking. I fucking told you! Mia hissed, her voice rising in panic. She stumbled backward, bumping into the thick door. I told you this was a bad idea. Rachel opened her mouth to respond, but the words died in her throat. Her eyes were fixed on the mirror, her face draining of color. Mia followed her gaze. The mirror, cracked and warped, now reflected something impossible. Their reflections were there, but behind them, a shadow moved. A tall, spindly figure loomed in the background, its features hidden in darkness. Is that... Alex's voice was barely a whisper. The shadow leaned closer, its shape becoming more distinct. A woman's face emerged from the darkness, gaunt and hollow-eyed, her skin a sickly gray, her lips curled into a grotesque smile, revealing teeth that were far too sharp. Get out! Mia screamed, fumbling with the door handle. But it wouldn't budge. Rachel was frozen, her breath coming in shallow gasps. It's just a trick, she whispered, though the terror in her voice betrayed her words. The woman in the mirror moved. Her clawed hand pressed against the glass and it rippled like water. The air grew colder, the temperature dropping so rapidly that their breath fogged in the dim light. Fuck this! Alex shouted, slamming her shoulder against the door. Open, damn it! The woman stepped forward, her body emerging from the mirror as if it were a pool of dark liquid. The sound of her movements, wet, deliberate, and unnatural, filled the room. Rachel screamed, backing away until she hit the wall. What the fuck is that? The woman grinned, her black eyes fixed on the girls. You called me, she rasped, her voice like nails scraping across metal. No, 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 Mia whispered, tears streaming down her face. We didn't mean to. The woman's grin widened. But you did. And now... She raised a clawed hand, pointing at Rachel. You're mine. Rachel's scream echoed through the small bathroom as the woman lunged forward, her claws sinking into Rachel's arm. Blood sprayed across the tiles as Rachel was yanked toward the mirror, her nails scraping against the wall in a futile attempt to resist. Help me! Rachel shrieked, her voice raw with terror. Please, don't let her... Mia grabbed Rachel's hand, pulling with all her strength. But the woman's grip was unrelenting. Rachel's body twisted unnaturally as she was dragged into the mirror, her screams cutting off abruptly, and then she was gone. The bathroom was deathly silent, save for the ragged breathing of the two remaining girls. Blood smeared the floor where Rachel had been, a stark reminder of what had just happened. Holy shit, Alex whispered, her voice shaking. Holy fucking shit! Mia stumbled to the door, her hands trembling as she tried the handle again. This time, it gave way, and she practically fell into the hallway. We have to get out of here, she said, her voice barely audible. We have to... A low, guttural laugh echoed from the bathroom, freezing them in their tracks. They turned back, their eyes wide with terror. The woman was still there, standing in the center of the bathroom. Her claws dripped with blood, and her black eyes glinted with malicious glee. Leaving so soon? She crooned. We're just getting started. Alex bolted, sprinting down the hallway without a backward glance. Mia hesitated, her legs trembling beneath her. Run, the woman whispered, her voice like a lover's caress. Run, little girl. I love a good chase. Mia turned and ran, her heart pounding in her chest. She didn't stop until she was outside, the cold night air burning her lungs. Alex was already there, hunched over and gasping for breath. What the fuck just happened? Alex demanded, her voice breaking. What the fuck did we do? Mia didn't answer. She couldn't. All she could do was stare at the house, the bathroom window glowing faintly in the darkness. The woman was still inside. Waiting. Over the next few days, the town buzzed with rumors. Rachel's parents reported her missing, but no one could explain the bloodstains in their bathroom or the shattered mirror. Mia and Alex refused to talk about what had happened, their friendship strained to the breaking point. But at night, Mia couldn't escape the whispers. Every time she looked into a mirror, she saw her reflection flicker, just for a moment. And sometimes, late at night, she swore she heard a voice calling her name. The woman wasn't done with the vam. Not yet. And Mia knew deep down that she never would be. Ending reflection. Alex stopped speaking to anyone. She moved away, but even in her new home, she couldn't escape her fear of mirrors. They taunted her, reflecting not just her face, but glimpses of something darker, something waiting. Mia stayed in the town, but she grew quieter with each passing day. No one understood why she covered every reflective surface in her home, or why she refused to be alone after sunset. Rachel? Rachel was gone. Consumed. But her screams, they lingered, echoing faintly through the cracks of the old bathroom door.